Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. How hot is this car, man? 67 DeVille Convertible, dressed up, it's beautifully restored. I'm gonna tell you something that's really cool. First off, obviously you can see it has a giant set of custom rims on it, but the cool thing is we can throw on a stock set of wheels as well, and you can have two totally, completely different cars. Because this is really the only modification on the car other than the upgraded exhaust system that would have kept it from being stock. Even the stock radio's in the dash and it works, but inside the glove box is a place that we could put in for you AM, FM, CD, digital sound, and at the offered price that we have here, we would include that there as well. So you could get satellite, iPod, all that stuff. So then you'd have a little bit of old school, but it would be in the glove box, keeping the dash all stock and the rest of it. So you have your choice. You can add some stock wheel covers, maybe do the wire wheels or wire wheel covers or something like that, or the stock wheel itself, wheel cover, the stainless, or you go with these right here. I'm going to talk about those in a second, but let's get to the paint first, because the paint is around a $10,000 paint job is what we were told this gentleman paid to have this done. So one of the things that you pay for in cars like this, and you say, well, that sounds like a lot of money for a paint job, and you're absolutely right, it is. But here's the big difference. The difference is these cars have incredibly long panels on them. They take days, weeks, and weeks of working, welding, massaging, and things like that to get this kind of body line. So come on up here and I'll show you what I mean. So look down this body here. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular. And one of the things I want to show you is I like to show the quality of the paint, obviously, because we do that in most of the videos. But first off, when you say mirror finish, like I'm looking at myself and I am horrified by what I see right there. I'm looking at me and going, I can't believe you guys have to look at this, and I apologize ahead of time, but wow, this paint is good. But what I wanted to get at was how straight these panels are. Look how long this panel is. Wave-free, deep paint, this gorgeous blue metallic. All the moldings have been taken off, polished, taken off here, new ones. These are 24-inch Forgiato wheels that are mounted inside here, and they fit really well. And then I can tell you this, if you take off the fender skirt, you have another completely different look about the car. That's why this car, first off, has great style stock. Secondly, this car here in the colors that it is even better. And third, because you can change up some wheels and tires, whatever, you can have multiple cars. People think that you have a fleet of 67 DeVille convertibles, all right? All right, so come on, let's keep rolling around on the paint for a minute. All right, so come on up here and see this. Look at this right here. We're talking about mirror finish. Like, you can see exactly what time it is. You can see whether it's sunny or raining out right now. All the chrome and stainless has been redone. Bumpers, grill, all that stuff that's very expensive has been done. And talk about great styling with the stacked headlights on there, the marker lights, the egg crate grill. It's just really, a really nice piece. You know, part of buying a classic car is wrapped up in a lot of things. First off, a restoration. Do you have a restoration here? And what else am I getting? And is this a value? So part of the value is the paint job. The paint job we were quoted was around $10,000 to do all of this work. It's a lot of money for paint on here. For instance, like these right here, these are Forgiato rims. They're 3-piece wheels, 24-inch, okay, with Lexani tires on them, all right? This setup right here was probably in the $6,000 to $7,000 range just for wheels and tires. Throw in the paint, throw in a rebuilt engine, throw in the interior, throw in the chrome and stainless. The chrome and stainless on a car I did the other day was $5,500, because these old cars, they don't reproduce all this stuff if they haven't made a gazillion of them, and they didn't make a gazillion 67 DeVille convertibles. And I think that as you look around, this is one great buy on top of great fun. All right, take a peek in the trunk here for a second. Okay, this is kind of cool. So this has all been redone. All the carpeting, the cardboard pieces, original style kind of spare tire here. A couple extra pieces of weather stripping and trim. We have the jack, all that stuff that's there. Nice here. This is an original jacking instructions plate for the Cadillac circa 1960s. This is a cool piece. This looks very nice in here. You could actually take this to a show, and this looks great. Part of owning this car here is the fact that it's a full-size car, and it makes for things like going to the beach, going out to dinner with some friends, taking the kids out for a cruise, another couple, whatever. That, you know, I'm 6'1", and look how beautiful the backs of the seats are. They're matching like here with the buttons, the same fabric, the stainless steel trim that goes all around here, the back of the seats all carpeted. This is kind of what you were getting in when you bought a Cadillac. You got a center speaker here, And you know, there wasn't, you know, 8.1 Dolby digital sound back in the day, so this is kind of the sound system that you would have got. But look at how much room and how comfortable it is back here. It's just really, really nice. I love this stuff. That's why I like classic cars. Okay, all right, so we're back up front, all right? Okay, this is kind of cool because this dash is very classic and very cool. So some of the stuff that you're seeing, you may not recognize as being a big effort. And what I mean by that is, for instance, like the footwell lighting that's there. You know, you say, well, what's the big deal with that? Well, a lot of times a year or two later, that stuff didn't work when the car was new. And now, 30, 40, and 50 years later, it's working. The original AM/FM radio still works, okay? And this car's air conditioning system still works. The wipers, the turn signals. You know, this is nice because it has things like the power windows. This is cool too, like this right here. Check this out. Power seat. Anybody can drive this car. And on top of it, it just makes a great sound. Stroll out to the car, it's Friday, it's that crazy day, and this is what you do. You pop the top. First off, you're already cool because you own this car. Secondly, this makes you just another notch up for cool. And the same applies whether you're leaving work or you're going out to dinner with some friends, wife, husband, whatever it is, and you park this car. You don't park this car. You pull this car up to the valet goes crazy. Those guys love these things, and guess where your car is getting parked? Out front. They push the Porsche or the Aston Martin around the side. The guy who owned that car is now pissed, but who cares, man? He walks out, he sees your car, and the first thing he says to his girl is, wow, that car is bad. That car is beautiful. Yeah, honey, but you have an Aston Martin. Whatever, that thing is off the hook. And he's right, this car is absolutely gorgeous. Closing up this video, we're talking about not somebody like myself who has multiple personalities, but we are talking at least 3 personalities here. We're talking about a car that can ride around on the 24-inch Forgiatos and look absolutely super hot. We can go ahead and put a stock set of wheels and tires on it and looks great too. And then we can also remove the fender skirts, which gives it kind of a muscle car look, but an elegant car look at the same time. We talk about air conditioning, power seat, power windows. It goes on and on, all the power equipment that you get with the car, power steering, power brakes. I just love these cars. These cars to me say style, grace, power, luxury, and these are the ones that are continuing to go up in value every year, year in and year out. And I think that as these catch on, like the Lincolns did, now these will really start to go, because finding these fully restored 40 and 50-year-old cars is getting harder and harder to find. Anyway, call us, 301-816-1000. Help you get a 67 DeVille, nicely restored Cadillac convertible in your garage.